Alright, imagine this. You're a teacher at a high school. Everything is chill, you're just trying to get through the day, and then boom. You're told you're going to fight the guy you've been avoiding for years. But it's not just any guy. It's the biggest, most insane, psycho teacher at the school, the PE teacher. Yeah, that's fist fight for you, my friends. The setup: a normal day turns into chaos. So picture this. Ice Cube is a teacher named Ron Strickland. And, yes, Ice Cube is playing a teacher. Can you believe that? A straight-up badass, ice-cold teacher in a high school. He's one of those guys who walks around like he owns the place. He doesn't take any nonsense. But then Charlie Day, playing a goofy, slightly neurotic English teacher named Andy Campbell, goes and gets him fired. How? He chickens out and calls a code red on Strickland after a ridiculous incident with a student. But that's not the worst part, folks. It's about to get way crazier. Ron Strickland, being the guy that he is, doesn't let this slide. Oh no! Instead, he challenges Campbell to a fistfight. Yes, the man wants to throw down right in the middle of a school parking lot like it's some high school drama, but with a lot more yelling and less teen angst. The madness begins. Teachers gone wild. Here's where the whole thing takes a turn for the ridiculous. Instead of being reasonable adults and, I don't know, talking things out, they both go full-on insane mode. Andy Campbell is freaking out. He's a 5'0" guy trying to avoid a fight with a giant, muscle PE teacher who's got nothing to lose. So what does Campbell do? He tries to find every possible way to avoid this fight, including talking to every other teacher and trying to convince people that he's too nice to fight. Spoiler, nobody buys it. Let's talk about the ridiculous characters. This is the part where things go from weird to unbelievably absurd. First, we have the school principal, played by Christina Hendricks. Now, she's supposed to be the voice of reason, right? But nope. She's just sitting there like, yeah, you guys should totally fight. It'll be hilarious, encouraging this entire thing like it's a new episode of Jackass. And then there's the students, who seem to have nothing better to do than throw popcorn at teachers. One of them even records the whole fight. At this point, you're just like, are we in high school or are we in a weird reality show where teachers beat each other up for views? The fight. Finally, the fight arrives. But here's the twist. Ron Strickland is one hell of a fighter. He's ready to throw down and make Andy wish he stayed home. Meanwhile, Andy is freaking out, trying to get out of the fight by every method possible, but surprise, he's too nice and weak to back out now. The fight. It's everything you never thought you needed in life. Imagine two grown men beating the crap out of each other in the middle of a high school parking lot while everyone watches. Can you believe that's the plot of a movie? And the worst part? Neither of them is really good at fighting. One of them is a PE teacher with a chip on his shoulder, and the other one's a teacher who can't even handle a paper cut without crying. The aftermath. Because life never makes sense. And what's the result of this insane mess? Well, as you might guess, Andy finally manages to land a punch, but it's basically like a slap in the face to the other teacher. So after all that, it's not really a clear victory. But you know what? They're both beaten up and covered in sweat, and everyone is happy they fought. Because why not? Who doesn't love watching a train wreck in slow motion? The first secret word: tiger. Yes, tiger. The type of strength you need to survive the insane mess that was fistfight. It's pure chaos, and a tiger might have actually been a safer choice. Second secret word: teacher. You know, teacher. The one person who could have stopped this madness but probably encouraged it, like every other teacher watching these two battle it out. And let's face it, who doesn't want to see a teacher throw hands once in a while? Third secret word: fight. And fight, because it's honestly just a ridiculous mess that should have never happened. But hey, here we are, watching two grown men fight like they're in a wrestling match. So comment the secret words tiger, teacher, or fight and get rewarded, because that's how this works. Now go ahead, watch fist fight, and remember, sometimes life gets so crazy, it might just end with you in a parking lot, throwing punches for no reason.